Hello there. If you are a martial arts school owner, I want to show you something really cool, really quickly. I'm basically going to show you how you can create images using AI that you can use for Facebook ads. But not only that, I'm going to show you how you can create different types of images that are so different that they'll give you different results. So what I mean by that is what a lot of people do is they go on ChatGPT and then they just go, right, ChatGPT, create me this image, and then create me this image, and then create me this image. And you're kind of just guessing. And what's going to happen is because your brain is thinking about a type of image, you're going to get like 5 of the same thing. And they're not going to be the same, but they are going to be similar. Maybe like one's red, one's blue. But you're not going to be able to create so much variation that it actually looks different to your audience. That's what I'm going to try and show you in this video really quickly. So let's jump straight into it. If you saw one of my earlier videos about AI, how to create Facebook ad copies using ChatGPT, I literally created ad copies like this, gave you loads of different ideas of like organic posts, things like that. We're going to do the same thing, but you'll see what I mean. So let's jump straight into it. Hey ChatGPT, I want to create some images for our Facebook ads. Now, I don't want all of the images to be the same. So can you give me 10 different styles of images? But I want the images to grab attention of different people. You know, some of them could be cartoons, some of them can be more realistic, some of them can be showing pain points, some of them can be showing a child happy, sad, and then happy when they're actually in the gym. But the point is, I want to create lots of different types of images, but I want them all to be so different that Facebook will treat them as completely different creatives. Now, what I'd like you to do is give me 10 different ideas of images that you could create for me, and then I'm going to feed you them one by one for you to actually create the ads for me. So what I'm doing, and you could obviously type that if you wanted to, is I'm actually asking ChatGPT to give me the ideas so I can then give it back to ChatGPT one by one. Now, I'm also asking it to create all of the ideas completely different to each other. We don't want them all to be the same. We want them to all be really different. Now, it'd also be good for you to tell it, you know, what the name of the martial arts school is and things like that. I already told it that earlier on in the chat, but you can obviously just go ahead and mention that within your prompt. Now, from here, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab one of them. In fact, let's have a quick read through. So we got the before and after confidence image, the cartoon power up image, the energy explosion image, confident quote poster, the bullying stops here image, the cartoon chaos to calm image. The point is there's lots of different styles of images that it's giving us. And what I want you to do is not be biased. Like, don't look at some of these and go, no, that's not my brand. No. Because what you're doing there is you're guessing what your audience are going to like. And it's not about what you like. It's about what your audience like. Okay. It's about what gets results. And I'm going to tell you something in a moment that's a bit of a life hack for marketing. So I'm just going to say create this image. Okay, cool. Now, before I tell you what is a life hack for marketing when it comes to creatives and images and ads and things like that, and a different mindset that really you need to slip into, I just want to say I create this content specifically for martial arts school owners. So if you are a martial arts school owner, you're in the right place. If you can drop a like below this video, it lets me know that content like this is stuff that you like. On top of that, anyone who you know, if you can just think of 1 or 2 people that you think this content would really benefit, please share this with them, because my aim is to reach more martial arts school owners, help martial arts school owners, you know, actually be able to help themselves, be able to help, you know, grow their clubs. A lot of them can't afford marketers. So I like to create content that actually helps them. I do it completely free, literally completely for free. I don't get anything from creating this content. I'm not monetized on YouTube. I make it completely for free. So if you can share it with somebody you think it will benefit, it would mean the world to me. Now, let's actually jump into what I was talking about. So when it comes to marketing, what a lot of martial arts school owners do is they go, right, I like this style of marketing, so I'm going to do this, or I like these images, so I'm just going to use these, or I like these videos, I'm just going to use these videos. That is the wrong way to do it. What you need to do is grab things you like, grab things you don't like, grab images you like, grab videos you like, grab images you don't like, grab videos you don't like, and just throw them all up and see what works, because quite often the things that you think are going to work don't, and the things that you don't think are going to work really well. And the reason for that is because you are nothing like the people who you are trying to get to come to your club. Let me explain what I mean by that. You are probably a black belt in martial arts. You probably do martial arts for fun, which means you exercise for fun. That is so weird. Like, do you know how weird that is? And for the average person whose attention you're trying to grab, they aren't in that boat right now. They don't exercise for fun. They don't have a black belt. They've never set foot in a martial arts club. And that's who we're trying to grab the attention of. So the things that you like and the things that they like are going to be different. So we need to test and we need to find out what they are. So this is the first one. It says from shy to unstoppable. We can then go up. We can read through and look for ones that we like. Or we can just go ahead and grab the next one. And then we can paste it in. And the key thing is we want all of these to be different to each other, because that means they're going to get different results. Some of them are going to perform really, really well. Some of them are going to perform really, really poorly. But it gives us a good amount of things that we can test instead of just going for one style of thing. Like, that's the aim with this. But yeah, I'll wait for these images, a couple of these images to populate, and then I'll put them on the screen so you can see them. And I am back. You're going to find this quite cool, to be fair. So what I've done is I literally just grabbed a few of them. I grabbed like 5 because it takes a good 30, 60 seconds to create each one. So what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to just sit here for 10 minutes, being completely honest. But I grabbed a few just to show you the difference. So I grabbed the first one. It created a before and after confidence. That can be used as an ad. Straight away, that can be used as an ad, creative. Next one, unlock your child's inner hero. It's a same sort of style, but it's a bit more cartoony. So we can try that, see how it performs. Number 3, bullying stops here. We teach confidence, not conflict. I actually think that's quite cool. Would grab attention well, especially if someone's child was struggling with confidence or being bullied, whatever. This is a cool one. So it also gave us number 9, the local pride image. Realistic outdoor photo. Kids in geese outside of Birmingham landmark, like the ball ring. Showing pride for the community, emotion, local connection, belonging, Birmingham's home of confident kids. Like, that is cool. That is so cool. There's the ball ring. If you're from Birmingham or you've been to Birmingham, you'll know that's the ball ring. And then this church is like near the ball ring as well. So it's got that there. That would grab attention from me. If I'm from Birmingham, as a parent from Birmingham, I would notice that. I don't live in Birmingham now, so I wouldn't be taking my kid there, but you get the idea. And then the last one that it's just building now, it's going to do an energy explosion image, vibrant action shot, group of kids doing high energy drills. I'm waiting for that to load. It hasn't loaded yet, but the point is that is going to be vastly different from this. This is vastly different from that. That is vastly different from this. This is vastly different from this. What we're using ChatGPT for is not just to create some images. We're not coming here and going, create some images, blah, 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 blah. We're not saying that. We are asking ChatGPT to come up with the ideas first, giving us 10 different ideas that are massively different from each other. And then we're using those ideas to create the image. And that's the difference between someone who just tries to use ChatGPT and someone who can actually use it and get it to pump out some brilliant content that you can use for ads. Now, that's everything for this video. I hope that helps when it comes to creating images. As you already know who I am. My name is Donovan. I help martial arts schools add lots of members to their classes. In fact, we add members to classes very, very quickly. Let me show you this little AI thing over here. Since we're on the, we're on AI. How quickly does Donovan add members to martial arts classes? Got any examples? Now, I didn't create this because I just didn't, but my website guy created this, and it says most schools see results in within a few weeks, not months. It really depends on how your setup is, your ad systems, blah, blah, blah. Chris Beaumont, who's working with us right now, added 85 members in November alone, is now sitting at 600 members total. Ricky Locke added 50 members in 30 days, took his school to over 400 members. Claire, and the point is, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. And I create content like this to genuinely help martial arts learners completely for free. So if you could just share this video with anyone who you think that videos like this would benefit, means the world to me. And if you can drop a like below if you find videos like this beneficial, it just lets me know that the content I'm creating is really making a difference. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this as well. Other than that, have an absolutely phenomenal day and peace.